Good morning and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be working on taking out a lot of our summer garden. A lot of it's done, so we just need to take it out. One big project we need to do is take out the corn. It's all dried up and done, so we need to chop and drop that. I've been working on picking my elderberry bush. It is very huge. I mean, it's like, I don't know, twice as tall as me, so I'm kind of not even getting the top ones. I'm just leaving them for the birds. But I got 2-gallon baskets full of like the clumps of things, and then I got a little bit more in this basket, so I'm about done with that. I'm gonna go help Anna. She was working on pruning the corn stalks, so she is getting tired, so I'm gonna go take over for her. Bethany is just chilling on the blanket. It's such a nice morning. It's been so hot this summer, so hot, and this morning it's 70 degrees and overcast. The sun is trying to peek through, but it's still really cool, not humid. It is so nice to be out here working. So this week it's all kind of supposed to be like that, cloudy a little bit, overcast, so really hoping to get a lot done this week. I'll give you a quick look at what we got working on. So we have that corn to take out, and then there's another patch behind it to take out. I probably need to figure out these watermelons. Some of them I know are no good, so they just need to go to the compost pile. We need to work on that, find the ripe melons and harvest them. You know, we still have livable produce in here, like beautiful zinnias in here, and this cherry tomato bush is crazy, and there's more in the corn. Okay, so with these beans, they look dead, and they are because I cut their branches at the roots, but Nathan had also taken the flamethrower torch thingy, propane torch thingy, and burnt the tops of the bushes the other day for me because there were so many bean beetles on there that they were like, I couldn't keep up with them, and they were just gonna keep spreading, and I needed to end them. So he burnt them for me, and it was crazy because you could just see the bugs just like fall on the ground and be dead. So that was great. So the first 2 trellises are done of beans, so I'm just waiting for them to dry out a little bit more, and then I'll probably take the torch to them again and just burn the branches off. But they weren't too green the other day to really make much difference. So we got to do that.
Mom?
What?
Can I show their nice flowers?
Anna picked a beautiful flower. Nice big old marigold. These are the first kind of marigold, or we haven't planted these marigolds before. They're really tall, and yeah, not as bushy as the other ones we normally grow. So we still have this one trellis of beans growing, and I'm honestly just kind of saving it because...
Can I pick a yellow one?
You may pick a yellow one. I'm saving these because I really liked this kind of bean, and I wanted to save some of the seeds, so that's kind of why I've just left them. The other beans seem to get too big really fast. These still have bean beetles on them, but it's not as bad. I feel like our cucumbers are still doing well, so they look crazy. I think I'm going to save one more for seed, because I might have picked those other 2.
Flowers. I picked it with this.
Yep. There you go. I might have picked the other ones a little too soon. I realized afterwards you were supposed to wait till they're yellow or orange, and they were not, and the seeds don't really look very dense. They kind of look a little not fully formed. So I'm going to try again with one more cucumber, Mom? Saving it for seeds. Mom? So Anna did a good job taking out some of that corn. I'm not going to take out that sunflower though, even though it looks awful. It's got a cucumber growing up it. I need to take out those thingamabobbers, corns. My sweet potatoes, you know, the groundhog is keeping well pruned for me. I also need to probably kind of crunch up these dried leaves. My strawberries are actually coming back, and I thought they were dead, but they're coming back, so that's exciting. I mean, these guys over here even have flowers on them, so they may not all be lost. My zucchini over there is struggling. I really like those red zinnias. Those are a volunteer. My zucchini, let's see, do we have any zucchini in here?
Trying to make a bouquet.
I don't see any growing today.
Like those flowers?
No, not today. That watermelon is huge. We also have watermelons down here. And I think there's one. I saw one in here the other day. It was cracked. That guy right there we need to take out. If he cracked, it was a really big one. But it's so jungly in here that like you can't even hardly tell. Probably also need to prune out some of those sunflowers. Save some seeds. Take that out. I also need to weed that spot. Where it's really, really weedy. Not much growing in there. So yeah, I think that's basically what we have to do in this garden. And then in the blackberry patch up there, I need to do a whole bunch of weeding. And then sometimes while you're pruning, you find a random watermelon. I'm sure I'm going to find a whole bunch of watermelon in here. There's also this cherry tomato in here that's going to produce soon. I think I got bit by something on my thumb because it's burning now. I got a bunch done. It's not perfect yet. I'm still going to go down a couple more feet with these corn cobs, but I was holding Bethany, so I just took off the tops. And then I'll come back and do the rest of it. I took a break from actually working in the garden. Anna is fixing up her wheelbarrow named Lily. She wrote out a list of what needed to happen. And so she's fixing it up. That's your grease cleaner, is that what you said?
Yep.
Nice.
Then I'm greasing the chain.
Oh.
Because it needs to be re-greased.
Oh, okay.
Because it had bad grease.
Yeah, because Lily kept spilling the watermelon. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
I go for test drives with the watermelon.
Yeah. And if she spills it, then time to fix it some more.
Like oil the chain.
Right. I was working on the elderberries. Shucking them. And then
still
Bethany needed to fall asleep, so I just was holding her and she fell asleep. She's such an easy baby to get to sleep. You are making me silly. Yeah, she's getting kind of predictable with her naps, which is great. And yeah, good little baby. So I'm gonna lay her down and then I'll finish up those elderberries and then, go back to doing more stuff. I got the rest of that corn taken down, except for right there, there's a cantaloupe. It's kind of just on it, so I left it be. We cleaned up a bunch of melons, yucky melons, almost a whole wheelbarrow full. Put them on the compost. Then these are good melons. We'll take up to the house. So I've been working on this blackberry patch for quite some time. I've gotten this area cleared of weeds. It was pretty bad. And I still have the rest of this jungly mess to do. The hard part is there's these really bad pokey plants. So I use cardboard to grab around there and pull them out. But hopefully I can make it that in here today. So this grass looks like it'd be easy to pull out until you see what's underneath the surface. All these rhizomes. Yeah? That are ridiculous. See? Look at this. You just go everywhere. More weeding underneath the ground than anything, but if you don't get out the roots, then they're just gonna come back. Anna caught a moth? Did you catch a moth? Is it a moth or a butterfly?
Butterfly.
Really? Nice.
So it didn't escape.
We're back for day 2 of cleaning out the garden. We did a little bit of weeding in the blackberry patch, but honestly it takes so long that it doesn't really look like we did very much. So hopefully I'll be able to get back out there this afternoon. And I'm going to work on taking out our other corn patch right now. Hey baby. You having fun playing on your blankie while we're planting? So I have not updated my weeding progress in a few days, just because I was really trying to just get a lot done. So I got a little bit done here in the garden. I got the corn patches taken out, and we're replanting some things. I still have a ton more weeding to do in the garden, but whatever. It is what it is, You can only do so much. But I'll show you the progress I made in the blackberry garden, because I feel like I made good progress in there. So I got that whole end done. And I got 2 blackberry plants free on this end. Yay, woohoo! But, I still have the rest of this jungly bungly to do. I think there's 7 more plants in here. And then I got this end. I did a little bit of work on this end and started the front part. It's just so hard because that grass is all these roots down in there, you can see. And they're just really brutal to get out, especially without gloves. So I've been making progress, but it just doesn't look like a crazy progress. that weeding job is done for temporarily. It's not perfect yet, but it looks better. I got all the weeds taken out down there, and I just need to do a little bit up there still, but probably gonna cover it with some fresh mulch to help keep the weeds down a little bit better. These weeds are so tough. I just took the skin off my finger from one of the roots. Normally I wear gloves just because of this. I wore a hole through my gloves, so I found another pair. And yeah, I should have used them today, but Bethany's sleeping inside and I didn't want to wake her up to go in and get them. So now I have a nice smarting blister on my finger. I'm gonna wrap up this video now because it's getting way too long and I really have not accomplished much in 2 weeks. I think that's what it's been. Now I basically got the blackberries done and then the corn taken out, but I have a lot of weeds left to go. So let me show you what still needs to be done. The weeds over here are growing up pretty crazy. It's mainly just along the edge, but then there's another patch of that awful grass that I gotta get out, and lots of weeds down there. Tomatoes aren't too bad, beans aren't too bad. Over here, I mean, there's some, but these aren't like crazy weeds. Like this weed here, it'll come out pretty easy. Like it'll take out a big section once I weed it. So yeah, it just looks very weedy, very jungly, and kind of ugly right now. Minus a few bright spots like that red flame and stuff. So yeah, needs some help. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.